So we want to talk about Shinzo Abe, the Prime Minister of Japan. We want to talk about the summit. But before that, let's talk about this ZTE development. What do you make of it? Because originally this was thought to be really a matter of national security, and yet we seem to have backed off.
Well, I'm not sure we backed off. We have delivered a very strong message to China that when we have an interest, we are going to be aggressive. The fact that we're aggressive and then turn out and make a deal is deal making. What I find really odd is that people who have been in favor of diplomacy, when Trump does it, get all upset because he's treating diplomacy as what it is, deal making. So we lean on him, then we don't lean on him, then we confuse them as to how we approach things. I mean, if you're buying a house, that's going to be pretty much what you do if you want to get the best price.
Well, George, help me sort out three possible different bases for this decision. One of them is just straight up the trade sanctions, that there were sanctions with North Korea and Iran that they violated, and then subsequently, reportedly, they lied about it. And that was originally the sanction. That's one issue. Another issue is trade with China, what we're doing with China. And the third issue is Buy China 2025, which really has to do much more with the larger question, the extent to which Chinese technology will really take over for the next generation.
Well, I think all of these are part of the equation. I mean, when you're dealing with a nation as complex as China and the United States, there are a lot of issues. So certainly the Korea issue and what China has not done has not been helpful on that issue. There is the particular question of this particular company. There's the question of what is the long-term relationship between the United States. It's not one or the other. It is a comprehensive approach to a negotiation between two nations who have very different interests. And the United States is both showing that it's willing to do things to hurt them, also willing to back off and lighten load when they start to get things. And you will see the United States coming from various different directions and sometimes changing their position as you do in a negotiation. So the idea that the president said something 3 weeks ago that doesn't jibe with something that's being done now, one of the problems of U.S. diplomacy is that it's tried to be utterly consistent. And that means that the other side knows exactly how to negotiate against us.